Paris! Oh, Paris. It's jazz clubs, the banks of the Seine that you can drive along on a scooter. Florian has done well in the capital. He claims he was a dunce. Okay, perhaps, but only until he discovered a real passion for the life sciences. He obtained a degree in biology biochemistry, followed by a master's in plant biology. A photography buff, he runs his own lab. He's a keen observer of life and draws every chance he gets. He creates abstract sculptures from lead pipe he has melted down. His master's course and then his first year of PhD took him to Napoli. Overlooking the bay, he met his wife Diana, who he took home to Paris on the back of his blue Vespa. Both researchers, they have a young son who is clearly of researcher stock. 3 years ago, at Inra, Florian cultivated his interest in giant viruses in plants. But tell me, when you're at home in your secret garden, what do you grow?
In my secret garden, I cultivate my passion for the simple things and ponder the secrets of life. What strikes me when I look at the human genome and the genome of plants is that genes are only a small component of their makeup, and that most genomes are actually composed of a jungle of sequences that work for their own benefit, their single main goal being to reproduce their own sequence. And so our genes, which exist to help us and keep us alive, coexist with sequences that are in a way parasitical on the genomes. Pirates that are there to populate the genomes, to use our energy to proliferate.
I knew genome analysis, but not transposable elements. So he had quite a job explaining to me how they work and their impact on genomes. But he managed to make me want to find out more about transposable elements and everything concerning them. He's such an interesting person and knows so much. I sometimes have trouble keeping up with him.
After years in the lab, I wanted to switch to bioinformatics to expand my research into the challenges of large data sets. It's at that point that Adi Kenneville offered me the opportunity to make that shift smoothly by joining his laboratory. So I applied for a second postdoctoral stint there in the Genomics-Informatics Research Unit. When he arrived at the laboratory, he knew very little about bioinformatics. His postdoc trained him so thoroughly that he has now become an informatics specialist and has successfully converted from the world of test tubes to the bioinformatics world. The fact that he has this dual expertise makes him the success he is today.
He has a very precise idea of how Repet should be used, and after doing so in a very focused way, a need can be extracted and ultimately integrated as a tool in the form of additional functionality in the tool itself.
These days, I do a lot of basic research on my computer, but I like switching to the lab. Perhaps not directly, but as its director, I can maybe create new projects to develop new approaches and search for new molecules to channel the activity of selfish elements of genomes, to creating plant varieties, improving varieties, generating new phenotypes that might have agroeconomic value. He has a strong personality and a heck of a fighting spirit. Florian waits for no one and expects no favours. He assembles the resources to get things done and is beginning little by little to build a team. And I'm sure he will be given the space to allow him to keep driving his research projects.